Hello and welcome to Musings by Amit. Today Infosys made an announcement, and the announcement was that all the junior level and mid level employees of Infosys, that is from zero experience to 10 years experience, these employees will be considered for a promotion in September. Now, if you are in the software industry, then this news is very important for you. And this news is important because in March of 2020, all the promotions and the appraisals were stalled in every industry, in every company. I have not heard about any company going through the appraisal cycle. So January to March period is the period in which most of the Indian companies handle their appraisal process. There are appraisal interviews, then at the end of the interviews, finally the employees get letters, and within the letters, either you get a salary promotion or you get a position, you are promoted to a new position, but something or other happens within all the companies. Okay, but because of the pandemic, everybody had said no to appraisal, and I know of some software companies which had actually cut the salaries of employee by somewhere between 0 to 25%. Not just the senior people's salary, but also the junior and the mid-level employees salary. So why is this uh, promotion announcement so important? I'm going to talk about this. If you watch this entire video, I'm going to tell you exactly why Infosys had to do this announcement. And this is going to impact the entire software industry, even if you don't belong to Infosys. I'm going to tell you why. But before that, you have to understand that this is not the first time that appraisals were stalled. In 2008, when the Lehman Brothers had crashed, at that point of time, US had gone into recession. At that point of time, there were many companies, and even my company had announced that they are going to cut the salary. My salary was cut by 15%. And just imagine, I had joined this company just 2 or 3 months back. I felt really frustrated at that point of time because I felt I have just joined and I rejected an offer which was higher than whatever salary I was getting in this company just to join this company. And now, after 3 months, they are announcing that my salary is going to be cut by 15%. And everybody who's working in the software industry, for them, they are almost living paycheck to paycheck. So any kind of a salary cut is always a no-no. And the second point is, every employee is waiting for an appraisal cycle. Every employee who works in the industry has to wait for 1 year, and during that 1 year he's working really hard, thinking that at the end of that 1 year I'm going to be rewarded with something. Maybe a little bit of salary change, maybe I may get a promotion. If I work really hard, then there is a possibility that my salary will increase really high. But when you stall the salaries, when the companies declared that there are not going to be any appraisal or there are not going to be any promotions, I'm sure that thousands of employees or millions of employees must have felt the burnt of the things. The only reason these employees must have stuck with the company is because of the situation. In this pandemic situation, nobody wants to change the companies. Nobody wants to go from one company to another company. But in 2008, when my salary was cut, at that point of time in our company, a lot of people's salary was cut. And I remember that we were just 3,600 employees in that company, but 800 people left the company. And that is important. Why is Infosys announcing this promotion? Because I feel that some of the top employees within this 0 to 10 year experience must have left Infosys to join another companies. And why I'm saying this with confidence, because in a few days back Cognizant made a similar announcement, and in that Cognizant had mentioned that they had laid off some 11% of employees, but 13% employees left on their own. Now, who are these employees who can, even during the pandemic, even during this situation, be ready to leave a company? This will be employees who are confident of getting a job. On my channel, I have a video about A, B, and C players, and companies. What they do is, as soon as you join the company, they think you are a B player or a C player, and after 1 year, they start looking at your performance and they then identify the A players. And A players are 20% of the top employees within the company. The challenge is, whenever layoffs happen or whenever a company is facing challenges, these A players start leaving the company because it is easier for them to go from one company to another company. If you really want to understand what is a player, a B player, and a C player, then I have a document which I will link it in the description of this video, and you can download and understand what is this A player, B player, and C player. I call this invisible positioning of the company. Your company ranks you. Okay, so this announcement is being made by Infosys because Infosys may be losing its A players. And the challenge is, during the pandemic, a lot of companies in US and Europe have moved to the bigger companies for as software clients. The companies, I was reading a report, and that report said a lot of companies in US are thinking of moving to the big software development firms so that they don't face the problems of the pandemic. The big companies have deep pockets, they have a lot of cash, so these big companies like TCS, Infosys, Wipro, Tech Mahindra, Cognizant, Accenture, Capgemini, these people have possibility of survival. Whereas the smaller companies where there are 10 people or 20 people or 100 people companies, they may face a lot of challenges. So within US and within Europe, a lot of companies moved their projects to these big companies. Okay, so Infosys is gaining this client, but on the other hand, it is losing its employees, and maybe it is losing some of the best employees within the company. And that is the reason to announce a promotion. Okay, we will see what the report says exactly, and I'll put it here and we will read it out. What does this news say? So you can see here it says junior mid-level employees in Infosys may get promotion by September. Okay, Infosys is looking to consolidate its talent pipeline as it returns to a high growth trajectory, which means it is getting a lot of high paying clients in the company. Okay, let's look at the first paragraph. Infosys, India's second biggest outsourcers, is all set to offer promotions to eligible junior and mid-level staff by September in a bid to retain talent and service clients on the back of a strong deal wins from global customers. Over half of companies, nearly 2.4 lakh employees, may become eligible for promotions. Please understand, it says may become eligible for promotions, which means few people will get the promotions. Not everyone. It will be few selected people who will get the promotions. Then it says, which were over half of companies, nearly 2.4 lakh employees, may become eligible for promotions, which were stalled in April because of the disruption caused by COVID-19 pandemic. The Economic Times mentioned in a report citing a top company executive. Now you can see there are so many indicators. One indicator is that they are having a lot of clients. The growth of the company, they are gaining more clients. Okay, and Infosys is a very analytical company. I had read one report in which they had mentioned how Infosys from one quarter to another quarter it measures its performance and makes sure that it has enough pipeline within the company to handle all these 2.4 lakh employees. Okay, so Infosys is a very analytical company. So these clients which are gaining, on the other hand, Infosys, like other companies, like what was mentioned in Cognizant report, may be losing its employees. And during a pandemic, if Infosys is losing employees or any other company is losing employees, these are the best employees. These are the employees who can easily get a job even within pandemic. As I mentioned, they are the A players of the company. And Infosys, not only Infosys, but all the top software companies think that it is a sin to lose an A player. You don't want to lose an A player because companies have this belief that 20% of A players get 80% of results within a company. Okay, I don't know whether you are an A player or a B player or a C player. The chances are that within your industry, if you are in the software industry, a lot of companies will start announcing promotions in September. It is going to happen. Cognizant already did an announcement. I made a video on that. It was a live video. It has the news about Cognizant, but it also has a lot of Q&A. You can watch that video. I will link that video in the end of this video. But after Cognizant, the Infosys is the second company to make this announcement. And please understand, whenever such announcements are made, they are made to make sure that the employees within the company understand that we don't need to go anywhere. There will be a promotion cycle and there is a chance, and it is very close, right? Today we are in August and they are announcing the promotions by September. So in September they will come to know. It can also have a negative effect because in September when they people get promotion, people get appraisals, there are chances that a lot of people will not get an appraisal, and the chances are that these people will think of leaving the company, and this can also go in that direction. Okay, but if you are a software engineer, if you are somebody who's worked really hard over the last 1 year, last 2 years, and if you have not yet got your appraisal, if you have not yet got your promotion, then chances are, like Infosys, your company will also start thinking about appraisals. So I hope that this news about Infosys, this news about promotion of junior and mid-level employees in Infosys is also going to impact the entire software industry. And if you are a software engineer, then it will directly benefit you. Now, during the video, I told you about A player, B player, and C player. Okay, this is the invisible positioning within the company. I would suggest that you download a free PDF report that I have prepared in which I explain this concept. In some way or form, every company has this ranking and they use this for all kind of salary increases, promotions and stock options. Okay, so the A players, the 20% of A players actually get a very high increase compared to the B player or the C player, and the C players are somebody who don't get anything. They are the people who the company is constantly trying to help them become B players. And B players, the company is trying to help them make A players. So I just wanted to bring this announcement to this channel. I told you that I'm going to link the video about the Cognizant promotion. It was a live video that I had done and then I put this video on my channel. So you will be able to see this video here. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, then subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon so that whenever I upload a video, it will come to you. Thank you very much. Stay focused, stay rich. See you in the next video.